Hey everybody! I wanted to hop on and just walk you through a little bit of my color matching process because I get a lot of questions about how I color match. So let me sort of walk you through this. So if I'm in person, I am going to take the highlights and I'm going to swatch them on your cheek and I'm going to see which one blends the best into your skin. With a highlight color, I'm looking for warm or cool undertones and I'm matching that. Also, I'm going to note, like, if you have a lot of redness, I'm probably going to give you a color that may help sort of smooth that out. We're not trying to conceal so much, but just sort of smooth it out so it's not so prominent. And if you have things like I have blue circles under my eyes, so I use a certain highlight to color correct those. I can also help you do things like that because it's really a lot of color science. It's knowing how all these highlight colors are going to blend with your skin. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm in person, I'm gonna put it on your face. I'm gonna see what looks good. And if I don't really love it, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna try again. Now, if I'm doing an online or a virtual color match, what I'm gonna have you do is send me your selfie. So I'm gonna have you stand 2 to 3 feet back from a window with natural light, no makeup on your face, no glasses, no artificial lights, and I'm gonna have you snap a selfie and send it to me. And then when you do that, I'm looking at the same sorts of things. I'm looking at undertones. I'm looking to see, okay, does she have warm undertones, meaning like not necessarily more yellow, but sometimes just more like more warmth, a little bit darker undertones, or are they fairer? Are they like mine are pretty fair. I have pretty fair undertones to my skin. Are they, or are they cooler? And it's hard to know like how to describe that necessarily, but I'm looking to see, okay, how, like, what's the depth of the warmth in your skin is sort of what I'm looking for. Or is it cooler, like not so yellow necessarily, but a little more like maybe gray or olive kind of undertone. Those are sorts of the things that I'm looking for on your skin. And if I can't really tell very well from the selfie, then I may have you send it to me again. And then, so that's how I'm going to pick your highlight colors. And then I can also help you with highlight colors to, again, we can sort of conceal or smooth things like redness, hyperpigmentation, melasma, things like that. I'll have you fill out a color match form that sort of outlines your preferences. And then that way I can take that and know how to, like, what colors to recommend that are going to help you with that. One thing I want you to keep in mind, if you're getting a color match by me or by anybody, is just know that it's so flexible, you guys. Color matching is so flexible. The truth is that most people can wear 2 or 3 different highlight colors. There's not necessarily just like one right highlight color for every person. And also just know that if you have to troubleshoot a little bit, that's okay, and know that I am here to help you do that. Like, if I recommend a color and you get it and it's not quite right, just know that we can swap it out, we can return it, I will work with you, we'll get it figured out. I promise, it's just not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I always give like my absolute best recommendation, and if I'm unsure from looking at your picture, I will get opinions from other people. But sometimes, selfies aren't perfect, and sometimes it's a little hard to tell. So if for some reason the color's a little bit off, I promise we'll fix it. So that's the highlight one. The highlight one is the one that requires the most color matching, the most focus on color matching. And then contours are pretty versatile. Again, I'm looking at warm and cool undertones. We have some contours that are more of kind of like the gray olive undertones. So if you have cooler undertones to your skin, I'm probably going to recommend one of those. If you have a little more like yellow, a little more depth to your skin, then I'm probably going to recommend a warmer contour. But again, they're really, really flexible. So like if I recommend something and you're like, oh, I'm not really sure how that's going to go on, there's so many options, you guys. We can choose another one. Again, really not a big deal. And then as far as like cheek colors, I just ask your preferences. Cheeks are super easy to color match because we have lots of different options. My one thing with cheek color though is I do recommend that if you have a lot of natural redness, not to use a red or a pink cheek color, to do something like plum or nude that's a little more neutral. That way we don't add in any more redness to your skin. And then as far as illuminator, you really can't go wrong. Same thing with eyeshadows. Like pretty much everybody can wear everything, honestly. So I always just tell people, just pick the one that looks good to you, pick the ones that appeal to you. We'll put together a little palette for you, and voila, kind of thing. I can also help color match a color for your eyebrows, again, based on how dark they are, and I look at your hair too, like how dark your hair is. So that's a little bit of my color matching process. That is what I'm looking at. But again, just know that if you get a color and it's not quite right, just know that I'll help you. We'll fix it. We'll find another one. We'll troubleshoot a little bit. Sometimes it takes 2 times to get it figured out. But just know that I will be there to help you with that. And again, just keep in mind that it's very, very flexible, and our skin changes a lot. Also keep that in mind, that a lot of my customers have a summer highlight and a winter highlight because their skin is darker in the summer and lighter in the winter. So that is totally normal. Things like pregnancy, illness, hormones, all of that can affect your skin tone as well. So if you notice that your skin is changing, and maybe your highlight isn't blending quite as well or sitting quite as well, please let me know, because I can totally have you send me another selfie. We'll troubleshoot again. But again, that's just a little bit of my color matching process that I wanted to share with you. It's really simple. So if you are interested in getting color matched, but maybe have been a little bit hesitant because you're not sure how this works and how on earth can she recommend colors from a photo, I promise I can. I promise. Just send me your selfie, stand 2 to 3 feet back from a window with natural light. Make sure, again, no artificial lights on in the room. Take those glasses off, snap that selfie and send it to me. And then I can look at that and match your colors. Sometimes a match is a little bit off if the selfie's a little shadowed, but again, easy correction. So I hope that this is helpful, you guys, to know sort of like what I'm looking at as I color match. And please let me know if you have any questions, and I look so forward to seeing all your selfies and doing your color matches. Okay,